Welcome back, ladies and gents. It's UncleSamsDevil, and today I bring to you a game that I actually just found out about recently. By recently, I mean about 3 days ago. This game is called Operation Valor. Operation Valor is a top-down, multiplayer tactical shooter that provides large-scale combined arms combat through base building and teamwork. This game is a cross between action-packed military gameplay and RTS-style mechanics. So it's a very interesting and creative mix, and it's definitely not something that I ever expected to see. Top-down games are really not the style currently for the most part, especially in the tactical shooter genre. Yet here we are, and I have to say, I had a lot of fun with this one. I'm going to say ahead of time that this game just entered its Kickstarter phase, so it has a ways to go development-wise, but the core experience is there, and I think they've done a good job so far. Coming from me, that's pretty good, because like I said, this is not something I have ever pictured myself playing when thinking about the future of my channel. I want to go ahead and say also that this was my first time playing the game, so bear with me on that. The gameplay isn't the best, but I wanted to give you a real example of what you can expect when you play this game, instead of just cutting to all the wow moments. Alright, so moving into the gameplay. The game mode available right now is a tug-of-war style game where each team either attempts to capture objectives in an alphabetical or counter-alphabetical manner. So right now, the ability to have specialized classes, squad leaders, being able to set up fobs, and the ability to drive vehicles are all things that are in the game and function as they should. One thing I had to figure out myself after not doing it for an entire game is that you need to aim in gunfights. It slows down your movements, but it also gives you a straight line from your weapon to your target. Another thing that I thought was cool is that there are some buildings you can enter and use as cover. The roof disappears so you can continue to see yourself from the top-down perspective, while for anyone outside the building, you are hidden. Now, bullets are tracers, so when you open fire upon people, they will definitely know where you are, but I think that being able to take cover like that in a hangar or a small building is something that is a very nice feature. Alright, so everyone I believe has a syringe to revive teammates with, but there's also a medic class which can revive and heal teammates. There's also an RPG in the game, which is pretty sick. There are Logi trucks that you can resupply with. All of the good things are there. At this point, there obviously are some things missing from the game, most importantly, variety in weapons. This is still an early build, so everybody is running around with the same couple of weapon systems, which is fine for where they are in development. There is, however, like I said, an RPG that is pretty fun to use. I ran around with it, I kept trying to kill people with it, I kept dying, it didn't really work out for me, but that's because I suck. You should go try it. But the point I want to hit home is that the core gameplay is in fact there. Vehicle-wise, there are actually only Logi trucks at this time, but they feel the need that they need to in allowing you to resupply your ammunition and supplies. Now, when speaking to the dev while playing, they did say that more vehicles are on the way and that their goal is to implement them into the game soon. Now, a less important feature, but one that I think will make the game much more enjoyable, is the ability to vault those pesky walls and fences. I was wondering if this would be added, as I found myself having to really go out of my way sometimes to get around walls. Luckily, the dev that was on my team offered the information that vaulting will in fact be added to the game in the future. That will be a great improvement and will certainly cut down on the time it takes to get from one engagement to the next, because the majority of the time, since you play from a top-down perspective and can't view very far in front of you, you rely on sound to lead you to an engagement. Having the ability to take a direct route to these gunfights instead of constantly detouring around walls will be awesome. It's a weird line these guys have walked here while developing this game. It feels like a relaxed, casual game, but it also retains the tactical seriousness of games like Squad. It literally embodies two types of gaming that inherently contradict each other, and they struck a great balance with it. Because of this, I think that this game will be successful. It's a very interesting take on the more Milsim type of tactical shooters, and I think it's going to be really awesome to play when servers fill up and people have access. There are a lot of people that want to play a game like Squad, but then they play Squad and they spend 45 minutes filling up sandbags and setting up a fob, and that's not something they want to do. They just want to casually enjoy the type of tactical gameplay that games like Squad offer. Or there are people who can't run Squad. this may just be a good alternative for them. In the end, my final verdict after playing this game for a couple of hours is that I like this game. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I can't wait to see it further down the road when they iron out the edges and bugs and they add more features. This is awesome and will 100% remain in my library. Alright ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for this one. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to stay updated on my future content. It helps me out and I genuinely appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.